6:51, time for the morning sprint.
Right now, Madison police are investigating a possible hate crime downtown. MPD says one or more people broke into Dubai Mediterranean restaurant and bar sometime around 1:30 in the morning yesterday. Police say they left substantial damage, including Islamophobic graffiti. Anyone with information about this incident should contact Crime Stoppers or Madison Police.
In Janesville, we're waiting on an update from police about a possible bomb threat last night. It happened at the Blaines Farm and Fleet. Police say they've taken someone into custody in connection to the threat. Dane County Bomb Squad techs have determined the public isn't in any danger.
The city of Fitchburg and the police department will meet 4 times next month about a new facility. It'll be on the northeast corner of Lacey Road and Research Park Drive. The public informational meetings on the design will be on the 2nd and 3rd from 6 to 8, the 4th from 7 to 9, and the 6th from 1 to 3. You can find the locations for those meetings at this story on channel3000.com.
The FBI is investigating threats to 4 Colorado Supreme Court justices. The agency is looking into a series of threatening messages on social media. It comes a week after the court decided to remove Donald Trump from the state's primary ballot. There's no specific threat against the judges, but authorities are concerned a lone actor or group could commit violence in response to the ruling.
Today, U.S. officials will head to Mexico City to meet with the Mexican president. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas will discuss the ongoing crisis at the border with the president. This as the U.S. says the situation is at a breaking point with more than 10,000 migrants illegally entering through the border daily.
Israel says it's expanding its war to central Gaza. The military is now conducting operations in densely populated urban refugee camps there. Yesterday, President Biden spoke with a Qatari official about efforts for a permanent ceasefire and freeing the remaining hostages. As of Tuesday, telephone and internet services in Gaza are fully down.
To the war in Ukraine now, Russian and Ukrainian officials say a Russian warship is destroyed after a Ukrainian strike. It is the 3rd instance of major losses of Russian military hardware in less than a week. Ukrainian officials are praising the military for the attack. In his remarks, President Volodymyr Zelensky said there will be no peaceful place for the occupiers in Ukraine.
In California, the woman accused of attacking actor Charlie Sheen is being held on a $75,000 bond. 47-year-old Electra Schrock pleaded not guilty to 1 felony count of assault. She's a neighbor of Sheen's. Police say that she broke into his home on December 20th and assaulted him. She'll be back in court January 8th.
Spirit Airlines is apologizing this morning after an unaccompanied 6-year-old was put on the wrong flight. The child was supposed to fly from Philly to Fort Myers on December 21st. Instead, Spirit said the child incorrectly boarded a plane to Orlando. He eventually ended up back with his family. Spirit says it takes the safety and responsibility of transporting all guests seriously. The airline says it is conducting an internal investigation.
Apple wants a federal court to overturn a ruling prohibiting the sale of some of its watches. Apple Watch Series 9 and Ultra 2, along with other newer models, are no longer for sale. They violate patents registered to another company. Apple's requesting to sell the models until U.S. Customs considers a redesign in January. The company says it could suffer irreparable harm if the ban's kept in place till then.
The city of Madison has 2 dates for tree collection. The first round is on January 2nd at 6:30 in the morning. The second is on January 16th, also at 6:30. Guidelines include placing trees on the terrace or right-of-way area, removing and discarding tree bags, and the removal of all decorations. You can also head to a drop-off site, which can be found at the City of Madison's website.
New photos from NASA's Hubble Space Telescope show some mysterious shadows on Saturn's rings. It's the latest sighting of the so-called spokes that continue to baffle scientists. Astronomers have known about the spokes on Saturn's rings for a while. They say the spokes can vary depending on Saturn's seasonal cycle. Each season on Saturn lasts about 7 years.
Wow.
All right, coming up on 7 o'clock, temperatures this morning in the lower 30s will continue to climb, going into the upper 30s at the noon hour. Should be tapping out in low 40s later today, so really still not too bad. Still running above our average, maybe not the 50s we've had last several days. We are looking at some snow to develop later tonight. That will mix with some rain, so you may wake up to some snow, but that eventually will mix with some rain going into tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures today, though, in the lower 40s with some sunshine finally. We'll have that mix of rain and snow tomorrow before clearing up Friday and the weekend.
All right, thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful day.